Okay, we go.
Hello, everyone. We are group 2 with Rudy, Christine, who couldn't make it due to personal reasons, and myself. We will be presenting our final group presentation today. Next slide. To start off, we will discuss several points that we learned in class, that being organizational culture, humanistic leadership, pedagogical versus andragogical learning. I will discuss why these points are beneficial in the workplace, but also why they are challenging at times. After, Rudy will go on and discuss some elements that we think can be implemented in the workplace as a way to make the place a great place to work in. He will go in depth in demonstrating why these elements can be reasons to making work a great place to work. We will end by refreshing what we just discussed and end our presentation with the reference page. Next slide. Okay, some points that we learned in class is that in the business industry, organizational culture should always be present. Having organizational culture means having a healthy and positive environment, as well as relationships and friendships. Also, sharing or having similar values can be beneficial in an organization. I learned that companies always seek for people who can blend well with the employees. And then some challenges can be that the workplace has poor communication. Some employees are not allowed or just don't like interacting with others, specifically with employees that are lower in position than them. We learned that humanistic leadership is a skill that basically keeps everyone together. Someone with this skill must obtain a clear vision, mission, values, and behaviors expected from others. Being open-minded and involving those who would like to share their thoughts is essential and should be taken seriously. Always involve others because you never know if their opinions will help you in the future. Not being a humanistic leader is not caring what others have to say. Being close-minded and only trusting yourself rather than your own employees will affect that. We also learned the difference between a pedagogical learner versus an andragogical learner. This all depends on the person and how they feel most comfortable learning. For example, I'm a visual learner. I enjoy when professors provide examples, videos, or images of something in between their lectures. It creates a clear understanding of homework or assignments to me. We learned that everyone is different. There isn't a right or wrong way to learn as long as you learn it. Challenges can occur when someone is learning new things the way they don't feel comfortable learning. It can potentially create confusion and reluctance to pay attention in class or at work. And then I will be passing it on to.
So I was tasked with designing a great place to work and elements to include. The first one I would like to have would be having diversity in the workplace. By having diversity in the workplace, you increase productivity, increase morale, and increase company morale as well, and you increase cultural awareness. Some problems with this is that some people may feel like they're not qualified for certain positions, since they come from a certain background and feel like they will be discriminated, and so they don't apply. Also, having upward mobility can increase how long staff stay with the company, increase competition with other people within the company. And the problems with this is that sometimes there's not chances for people to move up since there's no open positions in upper management, and sometimes there's no available room, but the person's ready, so they often leave the company. Also, not just creating a safe and welcoming environment, but creating an environment that everyone wants to be in. By doing this, you're able to create a environment that people enjoy to go to work in. Staff is present. They feel like they are heard by the company, and just overall feel safe working in the company. Problems with this is that it just takes one person to influence everyone else, and that one influence basically can make or break the company and impact them in a negative way. In conclusion, what we learned from Management 610 was organizational culture, humanistic leadership, and a pedagogical learning versus an andragogical learning. What we design in the workplace is what we want to see, which would be diversity, having upward mobility, and creating an environment that staff would want to be in. And we discussed the challenges which each, from what we learned, and how this environment can be impacted by this. And lastly, sorry, I'm having technical difficulties. This are references that we used in order to do our project. Thank you.